What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ and we are back with a 2023 Lexus UX250H. This particular trim model is the FSport handling. There are 4 trims ranging from around $37,000 to $47,000. This being the all-wheel drive as well, so this is the top trim level, pushing it to around that $47,000 mark. For those of you that are new to the channel, we start with the exterior, go to the interior, and then we take it on a drive, and in between there, we run a cinematic clip so you guys have some good footage of the vehicle. And without further ado, let's roll. Starting with the exterior, it has a 2-liter 4-cylinder motor, and obviously it is a hybrid as well, and it is pushing a combined horsepower around 181 horsepower, propelling it from 0 to 60 in 8.2 seconds. Right up front, you will notice the stylish FSport designed grille, the aggressive headlamps, all LED, of course. Working our way around, you have these beautiful looking wheels. I love the look. They really look gunmetal gray, in my opinion. That's the best color. It hides brake dust. So for those of you that want black, it does not hide brake dust. This most certainly does. The other thing with the FSport design or handling, whichever trim model you decide to go with, either way, you will get your color paint matched wheel arches, which look great. You guys know that are not new to this channel. I always ding manufacturers for not having that option, and this does on the FSport, which is great to have that. Working our way around to this mirror, you will notice it is a dual color. You have the black on top and then the blue down below, separated by the chrome. And the black on top basically mimics the car as well, because you have the blue, you have chrome, and then up top, of course, you can see the sunroof, but it is black up there, which looks sporty and stylish, and I think that's the point of this. Coming to the door handle, you do have keyless entry and exit, lock button, unlock, just sticking your hand in there. It is not, however, on the rear door. Kind of surprising for Lexus, I won't lie there. You have a driver's side fuel door, and this does take 87 octane, which is super nice. Many Lexuses take 91 or 93, whatever's available in your area. And this has a 10.6 gallon fuel tank, 38 highway and 41 city is your MPGs. In the back, of course, it is a power hatch, which you just simply cut them underneath, press the button, and up it goes. Back here, you do have some room. It is not massive by any stretch, but this vehicle is not big, of course. It is actually coming in at just under 15 feet total length. So it is pretty small, and it's good on fuel. And of course, this one is, like I've already stated, all-wheel drive. We are going to see if it's easy to get in and out of the back seat, then we'll test the front. So coming here, obviously not a ton of space. Again, not a big vehicle, so wouldn't expect it. Let's see. You got to duck a decent amount. Not terrible, not terrible. All right, we're in. Hopefully you guys can hear the AC is blasting. It's over 90 degrees already here in Arizona, and it is only, what is it, like April 19th today or something like that. Yeah, it's getting toasty out there. All right, now we are in here, and obviously I have a hat on, so there's a little room between my head and the hat. There's a lot of headroom, surprisingly. I've probably got 3 inches up there, but really the hat's another inch, so I would say at least 4 inches of headroom. I'm 5'9" for those of you that are new to this channel. And then the leg room, this driver's seat is literally where I drive. This is a press car, I'm the only one that can drive it, so that is where I drive it, right there. And this is my leg room. Hopefully you can see it as I'm smashing my camera against the other seat. Yeah, there's, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 inches. Not a ton of room, obviously, but not terrible. Over here on the door, you do have, this does not go all the way down through, so you can actually set stuff there, whatever you need, your window switch, and obviously the door handle. As far as touch goes, this is a hard plastic up here, and then the red is leather, nice soft touch. And this is actually kind of soft touch as well. So everywhere your elbow would be is soft touch, so that is a good thing. Looking at these stylish FSport seats in front of us, again, I mean, I love the look of these seats. They do have a little bit more aggressive bolsters. Hopefully you can see it from this angle. And that's part of just having the S-Sport handling package. Down below, you've got two air vents down here, which are closed, and that's nice to have those open because no wonder I'm sweating to death back here. You've got two USB-C chargers right down there. You've got two cup holders here, a little armrest, and it is actually really comfortable. It's all really soft touch for your elbow, which is good. You can, of course, just put it up as easy as that. And just to show you a difference for the seats, you can see this one I have up a little bit more, but you can certainly still fit someone of, I don't know, let's say around 5'10" in the front, and you can get some more leg room in the back as well, and still be pretty comfortable. Let's test the front seat for the same thing. Getting in. Front seat. Very easy. As you can just see, I flew in with zero issues. Now that we are in here, let's go over some of the features on the interior. Starting from the left, you do have memory seating right there. You've got all of your window switches, which again, Lexus does a good job at the detail, because if we take a look here, I'm going to close this vent so it's not killing you guys on the audio. Hopefully you can see if I shade it. The shade is just the sunlight, I'm sorry. You can see the edge, the bezels are just different, and that's good. That to me is attention to detail. It looks amazing. I love the look of that. It's great. Right here you're going to notice ASC, which is controlling an automatic sound basically on the interior. So you press that, and I will show you guys later. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. It basically pipes sound into the car. Moving up to the steering wheel, on the left-hand side, you're going to notice your volume controls, voice command, phone, your different menus for up here. You can press it, it'll move over. It's all digital, of course, but it just has a fixed feature that physically moves. Pretty standard for Lexus. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to notice your lane centering and your adaptive cruise control, all of your cruise control functions, mode for over here, and of course your track selector or radio station selector. A nice 12.3-inch screen, which again looks really nice. It's super clean. The only downfall to this, which we'll go over in the next video, it's going to be 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. But typical for Lexus, Toyota as a whole, and it'll be a simple update, but you can't split screen it yet. It's just one solid screen, so that's the only downfall. But other than that, it's nice to have the new operating system. Looks super clean and easy to use. Moving up to the mirror, you do have your garage link up here. You can you got 3 settings: auto dimming rear view mirror, auto dimming driver mirror, of course, hopefully you can see on there the blind spot monitoring as well. Coming back over to the middle, you are going to see all of your temperature controls. It is dual zone climate. Even further down below, you're going to see 2 USB-C chargers, hopefully you can see, and you have a wireless phone charger that you just slide in right there. 2 cup holders, and then the standard FSport shifter. It looks nice. Love the perforation on it. Hopefully you can see it there. Looks good. Over on the right hand side, a little further down, you've got cooled seats, heated seats, and in the middle right here, my tester does not have it, but it would have a heated steering wheel button. It's a $150 option. For anyone who specs this car new, if you cheap out on a $150 heated steering wheel, I'm disappointed. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that because that's really what you need for sure. And of course, Lexus has the dual opening center console. I absolutely love that by Lexus. I wish more companies did that. You've got this little thing, compartment here to put, I don't know, your rings or something. I'm not sure. It's really small, but nonetheless, it's still space to store stuff. Already kind of touched on this, but you have the FSport seats, and again, it has bigger bolstering, and they look amazing. The red and black is nice. There's two color options on this trim level, black or red and black, as you can see here. And you've even got the contrast stitching, which is red all the way along, which is nice as well. All of your drive mode selectors, which is pretty standard for Lexus, is up here on the right-hand knob. And you have Sport, as you can see there, Sport Plus, you have normal or custom, depending on what you want there, and you've got Eco, and all it does is indicate it by that little blue thing right there. My tester also has the optional heads-up display out in front of us. I'll try to zoom in the best I can so you guys can see it, but also really nice to have, certainly worth the money. Up top, one of the last things on the interior is, of course, the sunroof, and you do have to manually move the shade back, but it's there nonetheless. Before we get this out on the road, let's roll the cinematic, and then, yeah, it's time to get some seat time behind this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that cinematic. All right, as we get this out on the road one more time, this has around 181 horsepower, hybrid system, and it, for the motor portion, 2-liter, 4-cylinder. It is around 3,600 curb weight, and it has a 1-speed continuous variable transmission, and it's gonna push us from 0 to 60 in about 8.2 seconds. And as already stated, this does have the active sound control, which is that ASC button I showed you earlier, and it basically pipes sound through the interior. I'm trying to get the AC to turn down for you really quick, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into Sport Plus. We're gonna hit ASC, and we're gonna hit the pedal. And let's see if you can hear the sound that I can clearly hear in here, which is sound piped in. Kind of cool, but a little bit gimmicky. I'm not gonna lie to you, just a little bit. All right, are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. That's hilarious. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear it. It is kind of faint. It's not real loud, but it is there. And let's turn that off. It's now off. And let's do the same thing. In 3, 2, 1, go. To the floor. And 50. Hopefully you guys can hear it. You can form your own opinion. That's what the ASC is. But I wanted to get that out of the way right off the get. Now, back into normal mode, which is generally what I drive it in so far. There is definitely a difference suspension-wise, just because you do have the active suspension on this vehicle. So normal or eco is really what I find myself driving it in. While I can certainly appreciate having 4 models on this vehicle, which you know, are going to be the UX250H, and then you're going to go up to the premium. Then you have the FSport design, which is all of the looks, And then you have the F-Sport handling, which is getting your tuned suspension, the bolsters on the seats, and some other small items such as the wheel arches being paint matched. However, I don't know if I would go with the handling personally. I mean, yes, I'm sure there's a big difference between the two. If you're going to use it for that, I would be willing to venture and guess that majority of Lexus owners, including if I were to buy this myself, I would want the looks of the F-Sport. So I would go with the F-Sport design personally, because I get the looks and I don't need the suspension side of it, because it's just not what this car is, in my humble opinion. But it is a big difference. I mean, you can feel the sporty suspension. As far as sound goes in this vehicle while you're driving, there is a little bit of road noise. It's a smaller vehicle, and I don't know if it's harder to get soundproofing or what the engineering side is, but there is some road noise. I mean, from all of the Lexuses I've driven, this does have the most amount of road noise. I can hear tires, I can hear cars passing by. Is it obnoxious? No, I wouldn't call it obnoxious, but you can hear it. I just want you guys to know, because I am constantly bragging on how good Lexus is with their, not only their ride quality, and part of the ride quality, I guess, is the sound and how quiet it is. And this one is on the louder side, but again, is it good? Yeah, it's still good. So it just depends on all of your perspective per se. Let's go over the blind spots. Of course, like I stated, this does have blind spot monitoring. And looking over to my left, this vehicle does have a blind spot. This pillar is like right where you look, at least where my seat sits at 5'9". So you literally have to turn completely around and use the back window. It's just something you have to get used to. I just want you guys to know. Over to the right, there's not much blind spot. The right is actually better, and that's usually, most vehicles have issues more on the right side than anything. But this one's kind of reverse, which is interesting for sure. As already stated, the 0 to 60 is about 8.2, and while that's certainly not fast in today's world, it's fine for this vehicle. I mean, if they could get another half second out of it, I think that would be even a little bit better for this segment. But it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't complain, especially getting 38 and 41 respectively MPGs. So I don't have any real complaints on that. I've, gotten on it. We did it in the very beginning of the video. That whole first acceleration that I did, you guys can go back and time it if you want. That was to the floor, Sport Mode Plus, and I hit 62 miles an hour. So you guys can time it for yourself if you want to go back to that. I know we've already talked on the active suspension, but I do want to say that if you're going to use this vehicle, I mean, it sounds kind of funny, but if you're going to do some like side every once in a while track type of stuff, or you're wanting a vehicle that you're going to daily drive yet does have a sporty feel in the sense of suspension, like the, speed you can take turns and all that, this is a pretty good option, because this thing, like, watch how responsive. Let's put it in Sport Plus for the best thing here, shifting everything. Now, if I just go to bank left, bank right, like, it's quick, it's responsive. There's no lag in the steering wheel, which is, exactly what I would expect for the F-Sport handling. I think in summary, if you guys are looking for a Lexus that gets good gas mileage, has the optional all-wheel drive, so you can drive it, all year round, despite weather conditions, and you don't need a big vehicle, but you want something that's fairly affordable, I think this would be a good option for you. I think that's the market they're going after, in my humble opinion, and I think they did a really good job for this segment of vehicle. If there's anything else you guys want to know about this, let me know. Comment down below. The next video is going to be 5 things to love, 5 things to improve. And if you guys liked it, be sure to hit the like button. And if you enjoy my style and you enjoy supercars and stuff, because I do own an Acura NSX 2017, hit the subscribe button. Follow along this journey. We're chasing 20,000 right now. We are almost 17,000 as this video is going live. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.